Hi guys, Zach here from Travel Freely. I wanted to talk about something really important that people bring up immediately when you start telling them about free travel. So people are like, what about my credit score? I want a good credit score. I don't want to ruin it. And so today I want to walk through what it actually means to your credit score when you sign up for some credit cards. Free travel seems too good to be true, so people bring this question up, but I want to walk through exactly what a credit score is and how it's going to be affected when you get credit cards. Your credit score is calculated by 5 main credit score factors. It's important to note that income is not one of them. Income can be a factor in getting a credit card application approved, but it's not part of your credit score. So as you can see, outstanding balances and payment history are the two biggest factors for your credit score. Those are all about paying your bills on time, and you'll get a good credit score simply by being a trustworthy, reliable person. So this has nothing to do with how many credit cards you have open, but it actually is to your advantage because when you have more accounts, you have more history to show the creditors and you have more history to show to the banks that you're reliable, that you pay on time, and that you don't carry a balance. The other 3 factors are about the same importance: the length of credit history, the number of credit inquiries, and the types of credit history that you have. So if you have a credit card that you've had for a long time, you don't want to cancel that because that gives you a really good long credit history that shows the banks how long you're reliable, how long you can be trusted, and that you are good to go for your money and your credit. As you can see, the number of credit inquiries, which will increase when you do more credit card applications, it's actually not a very high factor in terms of your overall score. So when you apply for a credit card, your score might go down a couple points, but most people it'll go right back up the next month. So as you can see, credit is important, and credit scores are based on factors that actually don't have as much to do with how many cards you sign up for or how many cards you have in general, and it actually will help you to have more cards than you think. As you can see, average credit scores are really high for people 55 and above. That's because they have a long history of credit and they have a lot of accounts that people have been able to see how reliable they are. It's interesting to note that people between 25 and 45 on average are between 620 and 640 for their scores. So I want to share a personal story about what's happened to myself and my wife. In 2010, I had about 2 credit cards and I owned a home. So my credit score was close to 800 and excellent. But this was way before I started traveling for free. Once I started doing that, I increased how many cards I was getting and how many accounts I had. And over the course of 7 years, my credit score not only stayed the same, it actually increased. And right now I'm consistently in the 800s all the time. So as you can see in the credit factors, my credit card use, my payment history, my derogatory remarks, those are the main big factors and they're all excellent. Even the total accounts, which include bank accounts and things besides just credit cards, is quite a large number, but that's still excellent. My wife has a somewhat different story. She started out with only 1 credit card and didn't have a whole lot of credit history to go on. So in 2011, her credit scores were in the low 700s on average, which is a good credit score, but it's not excellent. And after 7 years of getting more credit cards and traveling for free, her credit card use, her payment history, her derogatory remarks, and her total accounts are all excellent, and her scores have been right around 800 for the last several years. The point is that if you are traveling for free through credit card signups, it doesn't hurt your credit score, it actually improves it. You'll be able to get the best possible rates for a mortgage or a car loan or anything that pulls your credit. You can always be confident that you have the best credit score. So I hope that helps you understand that this whole idea of getting more credit cards hurting your credit score just really isn't valid. And you can Google and search for a lot of other testimonials about how this is true. So don't let that be something that prohibits you from getting in the free travel game. And I think if you find out that you increase your credit score over time, you're going to be really, really happy, along with getting free travel and going on vacations you only dreamed about.